Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Well, you can hear it's raining. It's cold outside. It's in the mid 40s, but yet I am inside here of my shelter, my temporary shelter, and I am staying warm. In fact, it's about 54 degrees in here, and let me show you how I accomplish that. This is a 5-gallon cooking pot, and then an outdoor cooking stove. Propane powered, and it's on really, really low. And what that does, we have heat coming from the flames, which heat the water, and the water gets up to boiling point, which is 212 degrees or thereabouts. And so it's the pot actually warms the area of my shelter, which is about 100 square feet, a little more than 10 by 10. And this works for a space up to 200 square feet. So two 10 by 10s, 200 square feet is possible of heating with this. And the radiant heating. So it's kind of like a radiant heater that you would buy that is oil filled, but we don't have the oil, we have water. And so we heat the space with propane partly, but then most of the heat is maintained through the pot and the hot boiling water. The water boils very slowly, and you can keep this on all night on a really low level, long as you have the flames really low. You have the cooker up on a pedestal so that you can't knock it over, or you can't get anything to touch the metal which surrounds the burner. And then you have to have venting. So I have venting on the ground, plus I have a vent way up in the high corner, and so there's a constant draw in here. So we have heat, all the heat exhausting from a small port in a corner of my roof, and then we have fresh air coming in directly underneath the stovetop. But here's the thing about this heating. It adds 12 to 15 degrees into your space, which makes the temperature very comfortable. And so, like I said, I'm about mid 50s in here, and with a standard propane tank, a 20-pound propane tank, you can get anywhere from 3 days up to 5 days of heat with this, about depending on how high you set the fire also. But typically expect a minimum of 24 hours of heat, up to a high of 48 hours of heat. So this is one of the ways that you can stay warm if you're living outdoors. This is one of the ways to besides layering, because everybody does the layering out here. In fact, I've got 3 layers, a t-shirt, then I have my snow skiing thermal underwear, which are polypropylene. And the reason why I like the polypropylene is that your sweat, when you sweat, the polypropylene acts like a really thin wetsuit, and so your body temperature helps to keep the moisture in the polypropylene thermal underwear warm, and it keeps you warmer, and it stays pretty warm. It doesn't really get cold at all for any reason, but polypropylene thermal underwear, wool socks, I mean, those are the warmest to stay within safe living temperatures here. And then you see behind me that I built the barrier, with all the steel framing, and that's going to transfer over to the new shelter as I start constructing it when the three new pop-ups arrive. So anyway, hopefully that helps you. If you're ever stuck outdoors or you're living outdoors, try this. This is really helpful. And what's nice, the added moisture from the water evaporating, it's slow, but then it puts a just enough moisture into the air so that the heat that comes and radiates off of that pot radiates throughout the entire shelter. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.